Making your own baguette for the first time can be a bit intimidating, but you really have nothing to worry about. This baguette recipe along with my tips will help you tackle baguette baking with ease and confidence. With just a few ingredients and a very simple preparation, you can bake delicious baguette in your kitchen at home. This recipe doesn't require any pre-ferment or starters such as biga or polish, just a small amount of yeast and a cold fermentation for 24 hours in the fridge. Proofing the dough in the fridge will retard the second rise by slowing down the yeast activity, giving our baguette a wonderful flavor, a more open crumb structure and enhanced digestibility, all desirable characteristics we want in our baguette. But let's see the ingredients we need. Flour. I'm using a combination of whole wheat flour, bread flour and all-purpose flour. Water, room temperature, active dry yeast, salt and sugar. Place the yeast and sugar in a small bowl or a glass. Add 2 tablespoons water and leave until yeast has dissolved. Meanwhile, mix and sift the flour, returning the brine to the flour after sifting, and stir until well blended. Into the mixing bowl of a stand mixer with a dough hook attached. Add dissolved yeast mixture and begin mixing on medium speed. Gradually add the flour and salt and knead until dough becomes smooth and elastic, about 7 to 8 minutes. Dough to a lightly oiled bowl or container. Cover with plastic wrap or the lid and allow to rise until doubled in size, about 3 to 4 hours depending on the temperature of your room. After the dough has risen, gently fold it onto itself to deflate, then flip it seam side down. Refrigerate the dough for 24 hours or at least overnight. Halfway through the fermentation process, take dough out of fridge, gently stretch it out and fold it back over itself, then return to the fridge. When you are ready to bake, remove the dough from the fridge and let it stand at room temperature for 30 minutes. Now turn the dough out onto a lightly floured work surface and divide it in half with a bench scraper. Weigh each piece on a kitchen scale, adjusting the quantity if necessary. Shape the dough by stretching the sides and fold the stretched sides on top so they overlap, then gently roll up each piece into a log shape. Reshaping the dough stretches the gluten, easing the final shaping process. To rest for 20 to 30 minutes. While dough is resting, stack 2 or 3 cotton dish towels, then cut 2 sheets of parchment paper wide enough to fit your baking sheet or your pizza stone. If you have a baguette couche, dust it lightly with flour. After the pre-shaped dough has rested, turn it over seam side up and gently flatten with the palms of your hands into a rectangular shape. Now fold the long sides of the rectangle into the middle and gently press with your fingertips to seal. Fold the dough in half and close up again, pressing and pinching the ends together to seal them completely. Use a dough scraper to keep the surface of the board clean and lightly flour both your work surface and your hands to prevent the dough from sticking. Starting with hands in the middle and moving outward, gently roll the dough into a long rope that fits your baking sheet or pizza stone. If you prefer the pointed ends, roll them under your palms, moving in opposite directions. Gently lift the baguettes and place them thin down on your prepared couche lined with parchment paper strips. Then fold the towel to create dividing walls on both sides of each baguette. This helps the baguettes to maintain their shape during proofing and also prevents them from sticking together. Cover with a kitchen towel and allow to rise for 30 to 45 minutes. At least an hour before baking the baguette, place a pizza stone or an inverted baking sheet on lowest oven rack and a shallow metal pan on the floor of the oven to create steam. Steam is an important factor during the initial phase of baking. It allows the dough to rise fully and helps develop a beautiful crackly crust. Preheat to 230 degrees Celsius. Just before putting the baguettes in the oven, score them with 3 nearly vertical cuts. Place the baguette in the oven and carefully pour hot water into the pan and immediately close the oven door. Bake for 10 minutes and remove the pan from the oven. Lower the temperature to 210 degrees Celsius and bake for another 20 to 25 minutes or until the baguettes are golden brown and crusty and sound hollow when tapped on the bottom. Transfer to wire rack and cool completely before slicing. Warm baguette fresh off the oven, easy to prepare and totally delicious. This whole wheat baguette has a crackly crust with a soft interior and a wonderful flavor, mainly thanks to the long and slow fermentation process. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please leave a like and don't forget to subscribe.